For me, the film is about a girl who falls in love on her wedding day. So my character, Rachel, is walking up the aisle and glances to her left and falls in love at first sight. And the twist is that the person she falls in love with is a woman. And so then as the film progresses, Rachel goes through with the marriage. And as the film progresses, it all kind of unravels as she falls madly in love with Luce. At the end of the film, when Luce and Rachel get together, that you're just sort of happy they got together. It's not really about two girls getting together, but just two people that were sort of meant to be together. Hopefully we can get everybody there, and that it just sort of happens so quickly and perfectly that you don't sort of realize that it's two girls until sort of, you're walking out of the cinema. Headey, who's played by Matthew Goode, is my husband, and he's quite straight-laced and a little bit dorky, but lovely and sweet, but it just isn't a perfect match. Rachel's so much more spontaneous and sort of crazy, and he's very sort of safe and sweet.
Rachel is played by Piper, who is about 5'5", brown eyes, blonde hair, particularly beautiful, and very sweet, and not annoying, although she is American. But she's doing incredibly well, because it's a very difficult accent to sort of get right, and so she's working her ass off, and she's really sweet, and she's fantastic fun to do stuff with, especially because we have some quite emotional threads here and there. And she's also really very, very good at comedy, which is always a bonus. There's so many stories and so many things they're based on, so historically and from mates and stuff, and just being a man and having the horn, and occasionally anyway. But I think you can't dismiss it. I think there is something definitely there. But has it happened to me? Yes, but is it the right thing? I don't know. I might end up being heck myself.
Well, it's basically, people getting on with their lives. You think it's all alright, you've kind of accepted your lot, and suddenly, bam, something happens. Flips it every which way, and then you land and see what happens. What is it about anyone? I mean, it's really tough. It's like people say that about boyfriends and girlfriends. They go, what is it? And then I think you go too far to try and explain what it is about someone, and then it just sounds like a bag of fruit. You know what I mean? I just think it's something. It's sort of, all the physical stuff is there. She's beautiful. So that is the initial kind of thing, I guess. And then when you stare at each other, when they lock in, it's a recognition of something. I don't know.